We are Scott and Kelly, and welcome to Grateful Getaways. Join us today at Hahatonka State Park as we explore the castle ruins and see other structures located on the property. We will walk some beautiful trails and explore where the spring meets Lake of the Ozarks. So come along, you won't want to miss it. Hahatonka is one of Missouri's most popular state parks, located in central Missouri on Lake of the Ozarks, just outside of Camdenton, Missouri. With more than 3,700 acres, the park features sinkholes, caves, a natural bridge, bluffs, a spring, and of course the castle ruins. Before entering the park, we recommend that you stop at the Visitor Center. There you can find information on the natural history of the park, as well as purchase t-shirts and caps. The heat was pretty rough today, so we realized that we did not bring our caps, so we both had to have one. And don't forget to grab your park map, especially if you plan on hiking.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Grateful Getaways channel. Today we're at Hahatonka State Park. It's Father's Day 2024, and we're just out for a light day of hiking. It's kind of hot today, but
90 degrees.
Yep, we're gonna take a couple easy trails maybe, and then go get something to eat. So
Come along, join us.
We're at the Visitor Center now, but we're on our way to the trailhead, and we'll see you there. Father's Day weekend on the trail, and it's a pretty popular spot to go to, so there's several people here today, but we're going to enjoy the day.
The castle is the attraction that brings many tourists every year. The castle construction began in 1905 by Kansas City businessman Robert McClure Snyder Sr. Sandstone was quarried from the property to build the structure. In 1906, Robert Snyder died in one of the state's first automobile accidents. His sons took on the task of building the castle, and it was completed in the early 1920s. It was a vacation home for the family for many years. In the 1930s, it was ran as a hotel before it burned in 1942 from a spark from the chimney. The life of the castle was short-lived, as it only stood complete for 20 years before it was destroyed by the fire. In 1978, the property and ruins were purchased by the state of Missouri, and it became a state park.
Well, you know how Kelly and I love stairs on our hike, so there's plenty of them to be had here at Hahatonka. Really well maintained, however. These look pretty new. Right up there is the water. We're going to take the Coliseum Trail to the Natural Bridge.
The state park has 31 miles of trails. We typically like to start at the castle and work our way down to the spring and the island trail and then climb back up the stairs. But due to time constraints and the excessive heat today, we are driving to the Natural Bridge and then onto the spring parking lot. We are under the Natural Bridge, and it's really nice because it is 90 degrees out here and we are so hot, but it's really nice in the shade and we don't mind the heat at all, but we definitely...
It's the humidity though. But there's a nice breeze coming through this little bridge right now.
It is very nice. And anyway, recommend that you can catch the Coliseum Trail either at the Natural Bridge entrance or up at the castle. So we tend to like to walk the castle, but today we just stopped at the parking lot right outside the Natural Bridge, so it's easy to get to, short walk if you just want to see it and go.
Make sure you bring a lot of water though if it's a hot day like this, because you really need it.
Absolutely, we need it.
Here's the Natural Bridge from the other side.
This is the Hahatonka post office. It sits on the side of the road right in the state park. It was in operation from 1872 to 1937.
The battery.
The Island Trail is one of our favorite shorter trails in the park. This is where you will find balanced rock. You can also walk down to the stream where the spring water pours into Lake of the Ozarks. Just a heads up though, people do swim in this area and it can get a little crowded. So if you want to avoid crowds on the trail with swim floaties and lost clothing on the trail, avoid this hike in the summer. Hahatonka was named for the spring on the property. The name means laughing water. This spring is Missouri's 12th largest and discharges more than 48 million gallons of water daily into the stream that flows into Lake of the Ozarks. It is typically a beautiful teal color, but today the waters are murky, most likely due to the recent heavy rainfall. We typically take the 314 steps back up to the top, but as mentioned earlier, it was a little hot today, so we opted out. At one time, a mill stood in this location. The original structure burned in 1836 and was rebuilt. The second mill was destroyed in 1931 to make way for Lake of the Ozarks. A dam and a millstone are all that remain. For Father's Day dinner, Scott chose Fish and Company. This restaurant sits right on Lake of the Ozarks. We decided to start with crab legs for our appetizer, and they were perfect. For our entree, I have shrimp tacos, which were delicious, and Scott had the big boy fish taco, which he also said was very delicious. Hahatonka is always a favorite of ours, and we usually make it once or twice a year. We recommend spending the day here, hiking as many trails as possible. We can't possibly show you everything there is to see, so this is one place you will need to come to see for yourself. And as for a place to eat, we really enjoyed Fish and Company, and we do recommend it. So take a little drive to Camdenton, Missouri, and check out Hahatonka and all the surrounding area. We know you'll love it. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.